and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm really excited because I'm going house hunting, and I will say I am a little nervous because this is the first time I will be touring places by myself. When I was in college, I did live in a couple off-campus apartments, but those ones I realized my roommates were the ones that would go and tour the place and then would text me saying, oh, this is good, this is bad. So I would just trust their opinion and I would go from there, and that's how I found those places. But this time it's completely the opposite. I'm the person who's exploring everything, who's texting my potential roommates, which yes, one will be my sister and then I think her friend. So I'm very excited about that, especially because I would love to hopefully move into a bigger space than I am now and at least get some kind of privacy because I am in her living room. Before that, I am going to the mall with my sister because I realized that I have been going on a few interviews since you guys last saw me, and every time I go, I wear maybe one or two of the same pieces of clothing because I realized that I didn't bring a lot of interview outfits with me when I first moved here. So I'm gonna try and be on the hunt to find a lot of more professional office wear interview clothes, I guess would be the best way to describe that. But yeah, let's get going and hopefully I can find everything I need. That I went because I ended up finding a lot of really good staples that I can add to my wardrobe, especially for interviews, or hopefully if I get a job I can wear them there as well. But the first thing I got was this Nordstrom, I guess you could call it a vest, but it's not like the material of a vest, if that makes sense, and I did have to unbutton it because I was trying it on. But it's this little button-up number, which I thought was very cute. And I've honestly never worn something like this, but I feel like it looks very elegant. So if I paired this with maybe a similar colored pant or something, I feel like it could look really nice. So I did get this, and I love it too because it does have pockets and it's a pretty lightweight material, which is always nice. And the next thing I got was, I believe this was from Urban Outfitters. And let me tell you guys, that was the first time I've ever actually been in that store. I've shopped online, but I've never actually been to the in-person location. So it was really cool to see, especially because I got to see all of the records and their decor, which I really like. I think that's probably my most favorite part about the store, especially because I was really surprised to find a bunch of old records. I mean, not old, but like 2000s records. Like I found Miley Cyrus, Vanessa Hudgens, Bridget Medler, so that kind of took me back. And I even found Lemonade Mouth, which I think is pretty cool. So I'll probably have to go back to get those. But I did find this blue button-up shirt. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but it would be really good to pair maybe with a pair of white or black pants, I want to say, and a black belt with this like silver buckle. But I thought it was really cute to add, especially because I realized I didn't bring any black belts with me, which I kind of think is funny because I own black belts, but I didn't bring any of them with me. But they are thinner, so this one I don't really have a thicker belt like this, so I think that'll pair nicely, especially because I did happen to get a pair of these black pants. And these might be one of my favorite pants that I've got because of how stretchy they are and because they have pockets, and I feel like they're just gonna be really comfortable when I'm at work, and because they have belt loops, so I can easily, you know, pair this belt with this and then make an outfit out of that. This is the next item I got. Very similar to my other blue shirt that I purchased, but I'd say it's probably more of an office vibe just because of, you know, it's a simple, just button up. Again, I could probably easily pair this with a bunch of different colored pants, like this black pant with a black belt. So the second to last thing I got was these really cute pair, I think they're chevron styled pants, but this last item was not at all part of what I was going to go buy when I was at the mall. However, I thought it was so cute, and it is kind of similar to my other tank tops that I own, but I really like it, and I think it's so cute, especially for going out in California, whether it's more of just going to the beach or going to a dinner or walking around with my family. So I did grab this as well, but that is everything that I got. I might have got a little distracted when it came to going in that bigger mall because they did have a lot of jewelry, which I'm probably the biggest person when it comes to when I see something, I have to like buy it, and I'm trying not to. So luckily I didn't get anything from there, but I was definitely tempted. And luckily my sister was there to hold me back and be like, okay, maybe let's not spend this money. So that was really helpful. And she is texting me right now, but she is just leaving with her friend right now. So I am gonna luckily be able to have her car to go to tour these next houses, which I'm really excited about. I think some of them are self-guided tours, some of them are more just meeting with a realtor. So that's very exciting, a little scary as well because I do have to navigate driving in California, which I think I'm still trying to get used to because I'm not used to driving where there's, you know, there's freeways and there's highways and there's so many traffic lights, because where I'm from, it's pretty much you're just going through roundabouts. So I'm still trying to get used to it, but I've also kind of enjoyed more of the fast paced, because where I'm from, it's 35 is pretty much the max, and here it's not even close to that. So that's been really nice. So we'll see if I get lost. Hopefully I won't, but I'll definitely have my Google Maps on. But I think I'm gonna clean up a little bit because I do have like an hour before I have to leave. So yeah. Those are all of the locations that I just toured. They were kind of jumbled up, so I do apologize because I couldn't get a video of every single room in the 3 places that I toured today, just because some of them there were other people like touring the same place, so I didn't want to get them in the video, just, you know, to be safe. So I do apologize if they were jumbled, but I really liked the places that I did see. I would say maybe 2 of them probably weren't the best for me just in terms of location, just because they were really nice, but I think they're too far away from everything that I want to go do, especially if I get a job. I want it to be close to, you know, the areas that I want to work, probably the schools that my sister wants to go to, so stuff like that. But I did find a place that I actually really liked, but I will have to communicate that with my roommates. So I'll definitely have to try and convey everything. Probably, I feel like it's smartest to put it in maybe like a Google Doc or something. So we'll see how that goes. But I would say I really like organizing things, so I'm not really mad about having to do that. It's more just me remembering everything, because I do kind of feel like I have a bit of not the greatest memory. So it's kind of something I'm working on. But I did really like those places. And I'm hoping maybe I can tour a little more. Luckily, I think some of the self-toured ones were really easy for me to set up some kind of appointment to go look at the place, so that was really nice. But I'm gonna try and maybe book a couple other tours, because I do want to get in as many tours on the same day as I can, just so that I am, you know, managing my day as well. So I'm gonna try and do that. I probably, hopefully, will do that tomorrow or maybe the next day. Cross your fingers though that I do find a place, because I would really love to get this out of the way and be out of my sister's apartment. Sorry, there's this bug that has been in this car this whole time I've been going around finding locations, and I just wanted to get out, but it won't. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my apartment because this bug is bothering me so much. And I do just really want to go make food because I'm starving. And I lost him now, so I'm kind of paranoid. But yes, I'm gonna go make some food and I'll see you guys in a second. But I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video, please feel free to check out my other videos as well as stay tuned for more California adventures with me. I'm really excited for this new chapter in my life, and I'm hoping that I can get a new place soon and show you guys it as well as my decorating process, because I think that is probably my favorite part when it comes to moving into any kind of new space, especially decorating my bedroom. I think that's probably the best, especially because I've been on that Pinterest scroll lately, so I feel like my mind is kind of flooding with a bunch of different ideas, but we will see where that takes me because they are kind of different ideas in terms of color and theme, so I don't really know yet, but hopefully I will be able to come up with something soon and I can get a place soon. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching and stay tuned for more videos. Bye!